Welcome to Eagle's Nest Outdoors, JB here. Past couple of months I've been talking about bug out bags, and that's a useful topic if you think that circumstances might ever cause you to evacuate your home. But I find that fewer people give serious thought to something that even more important, and that just about every one of us has. And that is an EDC, or everyday carry. As the name implies, this is the gear that you carry on you every day when you walk out front door. For many, this is as simple as making sure they got their keys in their wallet. For others, it might be a purse or a briefcase. For some of us, it's much more. The general purpose of the EDC is to be light, compact, and highly useful. Many of us have distilled it to the bare essentials that we shove in our pockets. But that doesn't mean that there isn't room for improvement, or that we shouldn't take the time to think more carefully about those things that we do carry. The exact nature of your EDC will depend on what is practical for you and what will best fill your needs. If you are someone who is rarely far from your vehicle, then your EDC may be quite trim, since the majority of your gear can be kept in your vehicle's emergency kit, and that's a topic I'll cover later. But maybe you park far away from your work site, or you commute by public transit. Then you may wish to carry more equipment on you. It may also be highly dependent on where you spend your days. Perhaps you work in an office, where you can leave a majority of your get-home gear. Or maybe you don't, and this is stuff that you'll want to have with you no matter where you go. Or maybe you often find yourself on school grounds where the definition of what constitutes a weapon is very strict and will have an impact on the exact items that you can have on you. Things that are important to keep in mind as you build your EDC are: 1. What are the things that you will actually need on a daily basis? And 2, what do you want to be prepared for? Are you usually near home or some other place where you have ready supplies? Or might your EDC be all that you have on you if you needed to get home? And if so, what does that trip look like and what would make it easier? On a daily basis, there are usually a few essentials that we all need. At the very least, this is typically an ID, like a driver's license, and some form of payment, like cash or a credit card. Most of us use some sort of wallet, clip, or billfold for these things, and this becomes one of those don't leave home without it items, right up there with our house keys and maybe our car keys. It also seems like anyone between the ages of 12 and 92 don't go anywhere without their cell phone anymore. It is a useful communication tool, at least until the grid gets clogged up or goes down during an emergency. But those items aren't the things you need me to tell you about. You're probably already carrying them, and you wouldn't go without them in any case. After that, you need to consider how much you want to carry and what the purpose of your bag will be. Since we're trying to keep our EDC light and compact, items that fulfill multiple purposes are great. A multi-tool like a Leatherman or even a Swiss Army knife puts several useful tools in your hand in a compact package. Most of them fit easily in your pocket or come with a handy belt sheath. Going with the first rule I mentioned, find one with the kinds of tools that you might need regularly. There are all kinds of specialized multi-tools out there now. And though I'm a firm believer that a good knife is one of the best tools you can have on you, there are some tools out in the market now that do leave them out in case you work in an environment where they might be prohibited, or even if you're planning on air travel, since many knives won't even make it through a TSA checkpoint nowadays. A bandana is another great multi-purpose item. It's also light and compact. In a pinch, this can serve as a dust mask, a head covering, a bandage, or a sling, a carry pouch, or even an improvised water filter. A notepad and a writing implement or two can also come in handy in a variety of situations, whether you're just trying to remember what to pick up at the store on the way home, or you need to leave a note for a loved one so that they know where to find you. These can be invaluable. After that, well, a small first aid kit might come in handy. if you've got some space. chances are that you have a better one in your car or at your office, but something like this is good for small needs, like Band-Aids or whatnot, or for the kinds of split-second scenarios where one of these might not be handy. I keep a CPR mask in here. It's also a great place to tuck a few small sewing items so you can fix that loose button on your shirt or whatever. Even if you aren't a smoker, a small lighter might be something to consider carrying, just so you have a readily available source of flame. Fire being one of those key survival items after all. I carry a small roll of duct tape because, well, duct tape. A toothpick or a bamboo skewer is perfect for wrapping a few feet of tape around. And duct tape's always useful for fixing stuff. I usually keep about 10 feet of this rolled up like this in my bag. I also carry a few snacks in my bag, like granola bars. More than one person has been happy that I do. And a travel pack of wet wipes means I can always keep my hands clean. There's a few more things in my bag, but the most important part about your EDC is that it works for you. Think about what you might need and balance that with how much you want to carry. Then you need to figure out the best way to carry it. If your EDC is just a couple small items, they might just go in your pockets in your set. Otherwise, you need something to carry them in. That's entirely up to you. Maybe that a purse or a small shoulder bag will do the job. You might be looking at a briefcase or a satchel bag. Or you might be considering a backpack. In any case, something with various pockets and compartments make it easy to organize your gear and keep it easily accessible when you need it. Personally, I used to use a Rothco M51 engineer's bag. Get over here. It's a nicely designed satchel with lots of pockets and even a hidden compartment here on the back. But unfortunately, it's made by the same standards as all the other gear I've had from Rothco, and it failed me. Currently, I'm using a Ninja Daypack from SOG, and generally I'm pretty happy with it. It's got pockets inside and out, and Molly on here too. There's plenty of other video reviews of this bag out there, so I'll leave it to them if you want to learn more. Now, if I didn't have a laptop that I need to carry around with me every day, I'd probably be considering using my Bandit Sling Bag from Fieldline Tactical. This is a solid little bag with lots of pockets and organization. It's even got a concealed carry pouch on the back. That's important to you. Anyways, as always, I hope I've given you some useful information, some good things to think about. If you've enjoyed this or any of my other videos, don't forget to like or subscribe so I know to keep making more. Till next time, stay safe and have fun.